How's it going, Critter Family? I hope you all are doing well. Today we're going over a video by somebody on the channel, shout out to you, who's having trouble getting their border collie, this sweet little guy right here, to let go of a ball in his mouth so she can throw another one for him.
So we're
going to take a look at this quick little video. Look at that little face.
To drop
Look at that little face.
Give it a moment.
So he seems very excited.
Give Mama the ball.
He also seems just a little bit confused. He's not sure, like, oh, well, he doesn't realize I have to drop this ball to get another ball. So I don't know if he feels like that with all balls or if this one in particular is his favorite ball.
Give Mama the ball.
But it's like, with any kid that, they don't realize they have to, let go of what they have to either get it again or get something better. If you've ever seen cattle, there's a bunch of cattle on one side and one cow on the other side of the fence. And they don't realize that they have to leave this group to go around to come back in, so they don't realize they have to go away from what their drive is to accomplish what they want, which is to be with the rest of the herd and not divided by a fence. So that's kind of how, dogs might think too.
Give Mama the ball.
So he doesn't realize. So something that, a lot of people might do is, a lot of people will press the dog's teeth into their, or lips into their teeth, as a way to correct the dog and get them to drop it. Clearly she's not trying to force it out of his mouth, which I appreciate, and I absolutely applaud all the work that she's done and she's put into this sweet little boy and this sweet little face. But she's still having trouble. So she said that she's tried any treat under the sun that you can think of, even steak, a number of different toys, and he just doesn't want to let it go. I think she's even tried.
Here, I got one. Let it go.
Look at that cutie. I think she's even tried just the waiting game. So for me, if I have a dog that doesn't want to drop a toy, I will use another toy and be as crazy and fun and exciting as I possibly can, to get them to want to drop the one in their mouth so they can go and instantly be rewarded with that second toy. Or I will play the waiting game. Well, sometimes it's taken 10 minutes of me just being very boring and just waiting calmly. The dog can bring their toy to me and they can nudge me with it as much as they want. But I don't try to, if I put my hand out like they want to put it in my hand and drop it, then great, I'll throw it for them instantly. But if I, just put my hand out, they kind of play keep away and they run away, I just say, okay, I'm not trying to chase you. I'm not trying to take your ball until you're ready. So that's another option. If it takes you 10 minutes before he drops the ball and you're instantly ready with another ball, then maybe that's what it takes. Another good thing that I might work on is if this specific ball, or maybe any ball he likes to have in his mouth, then I would work on a really good leave it where I would pick up the balls, and I would, keep them up until it's either playtime or training time. So in the beginning, you might, keep them up for, and then only bring them out during training, and then use play as a reward afterwards. So say I have a ball, I just pick up one, maybe it's the blue one, maybe it's the red one, maybe it's, whatever it is. And actually thinking about this, he may be able to see the blue one better than the red one, just based off of how dogs' vision works. They see more in like blues and yellows. And so, the red or orange color might kind of blend in a lot. So he may not be able to see it as much. Maybe it blends in with the environment more. So that could be something. But of course, I'm no scientist here. So say I'm working with him on leave it. I take out his ball that he only gets during training or play times, and I would just show it to him and work on leave it, where if I can do it here and he goes for it, I just quietly bring it back up. I don't say anything. Once he sits and he's calm, then I can show it here. I might move it around a little bit. My goal is to, only work as fast as his pace can go. I'm not trying to ask for too much, but realistically, if you want to toss the ball as his reward, then he's probably not going to let go for another ball. You can only really practice this like little bits at a time, but it depends. And over time, you can increase the duration of leave it he has and the self-control he has. So you can begin rolling the ball in front of him. You can toss it. And if you're going to be working that way, then I would probably have him on a harness and a leash. And, just making sure that you can prevent him from breaking, and getting the ball before you release him and say, okay. Okay, sorry, this is an additional clip that I added in after editing that I thought about. Something else you can do is teaching a really good take it, where if you have any ball that you're working with him with, you can teach him take it either with a ball or with another item, where you present him an item, I don't know, say it's like a a doggy dumbbell, something that's like they have those little felt little toys they have at certain pet stores, maybe Pet Supplies Plus or Mud Bay, or like your local pet store. You can get a teething ring, something that has kind of lower value than a ball, but enough value that he wants to put his mouth on. But the ball would trump that. So you can present the item, of course, have a good leave it where he doesn't go for it until you tell him take it. So you show it to him. If he goes for it, you just wait. Then you tell him take it, or whatever word you want to use. And that means that, the action that follows would be him putting his mouth on the object. And then as a way to reward, you can say, yes, Mark, whatever you do. And then you can take his ball and toss his ball as a reward for that. Or if he's food motivated, you can use a piece of food, a treat, whatever, deli meat or something. You can reward him for that. That will be his reward for taking hold of the item in his mouth. And then over time, you can even have him take an item, say it's one of those little teething rings. He takes it, his reward is tossing a ball for him. He goes and gets the ball, comes back, and now you're going to ask him to take a different ball. So once you really build up that behavior of being able to take any random object that you give him, and you've been rewarding with food, now you can move on to the ball as his reward. Then you can have him pick up an object, you switch from using food to the ball as the reward, toss the ball, he goes and gets the ball, that's his reward. Then you show a different ball and see if you can practice that. It's just going to take some practice, but that might be an additional really cool behavior / trick that you can teach him. So sorry, this was kind of all, this answer was kind of all over the place. I hope any of that makes sense. If you're going to walk away from anything, then I would say just try the waiting game. And as soon as he drops that ball or gives you any behavior in the direction that you want, then be ready to reward with a high value reward for him. I've been moving all day. I've been packing, so my brain is just kind of like fried. So I hope this answered your question. If not, please let me know, and I'd be happy to make an update or clarify this a little bit more. But yeah, that's one of those things that's it's a bit of a challenge, but I'm always up for a challenge, and it seems like this little cutie pie wouldn't mind one too. He just seems a little bit confused, but I think once he catches on with the idea that he's like, oh, okay, I just dropped this and I get this one. Maybe you might consider having multiple blue balls, because he might, I know, I'm 12. You might consider having multiple balls of the same color that he might be able to see better. I don't know, worth a shot. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for putting this video up. Give everybody else out there, thank you for watching. Give your little critters a nice little bit of loving for me. Say howdy do for me. And until next time, practice peace, patience, and positivity.